Welcome into Game Changers. I'm Mike Cunha. We are starting with the Miami Marlins today. We've got Steve Goldstein and Samantha Rivera in the house to talk about the Fish tonight. I think everyone here has been out to the park lately. Lord knows you've been at all the games we're catching you on.
Someone's giving me tickets, man. I'm going.
You're on TV.
Why not? Especially that free food.
Yeah. We've been covering it. Yeah.
Bring ice cream right to your seat.
It's great.
Free food.
Come on.
That's nice.
Ice cream at the seat.
When are you going to share with the class?
And winning.
And that helps.
You can't get in the club unless you got the club seats.
Gotcha.
See, Samantha knows that. You should know that.
I know that.
Okay.
She already knows
you
that.
know?
The newbie already gets access to the club seats. All right. So the Marlins have won more than 50 games already to start the year here. They're one of only a handful of teams across Major League Baseball to hit that 50-win mark before the All-Star break. My question to both of you guys is, who gets all the credit right now? Is it General Manager Kim Ng, who's been kind of pulling some strings in the offseason, or is it the job Skip Schumacher has done as a first-year manager? Samantha?
I'm going to go with Kim because Skip might be the one dealing with those guys, but at the same time, Kim is responsible for getting guys there, for keeping guys there, right? She does a lot of the heavy lifting. And again, this doesn't take away from Skip. Obviously, he has to manage these guys, deal with different personalities and all that sort of stuff. But Kim, I'm going to give the credit to her, ultimately.
Well, you know, I do wonder, and I know this will be a sensitive subject, does Derek Jeter deserve some of the credit?
For leaving?
I mean, Sandy Alcantara, Yuri Perez. I mean, these guys, you know what I mean? Jeter was there when they got those guys. Now, the trade to get Arise, I don't know if they're lucky. I don't know if it's a stroke of genius because, you know, there's no more shift, whatever it is. This guy's like a league MVP candidate. They did sign Solari's having a great year. I'm going to cop out, Mike. I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think the front office has done a great job. But Skip Schumacher, you listen to the Marlins players talk about it. They say he is so personable. He's sending guys text messages when they're not playing. So you've got the communication going. I guess the hitting coach, Brent Brown, who actually played for the Marlins back in the day, they've got these huge scouting reports on every single pitcher. So players know, and this team was the worst hitting team, one of the bottom teams in the league last year. And now they're top 10 in batting average. So I think that manager, Skip, and the coaching staff probably deserves a lot of the credit. But ultimately, the players deserve the credit because you have to be willing to absorb all that information and then go out and execute.
There's definitely a buying into whatever philosophy that Skip is putting out there. I mean, he said the other night after a win, beating the Cardinals, credit to the team for kind of accepting and going along with the culture he's kind of instilled. To Samantha, to your credit, and you kind of touched on a little bit some of the guys that they brought in, you're forgetting losing Starling Marte for Jesus Luzardo. That's panned out now that he's kind of grown into a big role. The Luis Arias deal has kind of worked out for both teams.
Better for this team.
Better for this team.
Guy is
for
incredible.
Sure. But Kim certainly deserves a lot of credit. So Laird's playing well. Obviously, that's a move that did not look good a year ago. But they are, I don't know. They've got, I think there was maybe a philosophy and the approach to the game that I think I'm willing to give Skip a little bit more credit, I think, at the end of the day, just because he's pulling the strings, and I think what he's done with the bullpen as well. Yeah,
the coaching staff they've done a great job. They got John Mabry, he's the assistant hitting coach, and you know, you listen to players talk, and players, you know, I know everybody's happy when you win. Everybody's great, the food is good, the plane is great when you win, and when you lose, everything stinks. But listening to these players talk about Skip, talk about especially the approach to hitting. You got Brian De La Cruz having a nice year hitting, Jesus Sanchez having a nice year hitting. And like I said, you know, I give Arise probably 95% of the credit. He's the one doing it, but they went out and got him. And I'm assuming the way they approach their hitting and these scouting reports and all the information they give these guys is helping them having a career year.
They're doing it without an all-star Jazz Chisholm right now. Samantha, do you think that from the feel of this, even with him out, or with him in, however you want to look at it, does it feel like a sustainable winning streak that they're on here?
I think so, right? I think, obviously losing him is huge, but at the same time, these guys know what they have to do. They know they have to step up, and they know that, you know, they're going to have to bring their A game. And what are they, 28-16 at home right now, 51-37 overall? I mean, they're playing great baseball right now, and I think, you know, they know that regardless of who's in, who's out, they're gonna have to bring everything.
It is amazing that they're kind of following the script that the Heat and the Panthers wrote.
Right.
Seriously, like Jazz goes out. Okay, they picked up Jonathan Davis, who all credit to the guy. He's in the major league, dude.
Hope he's okay.
The guy hits like $190 in his career. He comes in, he's playing great. Yes, he got hurt, the knee on the warning track. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah. And then comes Dane Myers, who they just called up. This guy was a Rule 5 draft pickup, like in the secondary Rule 5, out of nowhere. I guess they had some scout that had seen, and this guy comes in and plays well.
Everybody comes in and they know they roll. They know what they have to do.
27 years old. He comes in for Jonathan Davis when he gets hurt and goes, I think, 2 for 3 with an RBI.
With his family and all his friends in the stands.
No big deal. Real quick, Jesus Luzardo, should he make the All-Star game? I'm just really curious. He's top 5 or top 10 right now in strikeouts.
I'm biased. Local guy, grew up here, pitching for the Marlins, who are one of the best teams in baseball. Of course he should be going to Seattle. What, are you kidding me?
I think so, too. Honestly.
Send him. Yeah. Send the kid over
Send
there.
him to Seattle.
All right, more to come here on Game Changers. Dame time. We're waiting. What time will it be when he finally arrives in Miami? If he does, we're going to talk about what that might look like here for the Miami Heat next. Welcome back to Game Changers. It's time to talk about Dame time and the Miami Heat. When are these two going to eventually get together? To figure it all out, we've got Samantha Rivera, Steve Goldstein, once again, joining the show. Guys, when's this going to happen? When? Like, what's the holdup, Goldie?
Well, first I need a big meeting. All of us.
Yeah.
Trish. Lewis and Bruno, our camera folks in sports, George, our producer, Leo Gomez. We got to change the name of this show if he gets here to Game Changers. I mean, Samantha, I'm surprised you didn't think of that. I would expect that'd be right up your alley.
My God.
Look, I got to think it eventually gets done because I don't think the Blazers have a huge option because of the agent of this guy is calling the other teams and telling them, do not trade for my man. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to play. And we have 4 years left on his contract. By the way, the back end of that contract is not great. He's making $40 million at 35 years old. I would think those other teams would probably back off, and Pat Riley just sits there and waits it out and gets it done.
I think Portland's kind of playing some weird PR game where they don't want to look bad. Like it's our franchise guy. He makes $45 million a year. We want him to be here. He doesn't want to be here. We don't want to look like we're being pushed around by a player. I mean, I got to think, Samantha, that if that's what it is, the Heat are just sitting back going, all right, we'll let you do your thing, right? And then come to us when you're ready to talk.
I think at this point the Heat, I mean, they're confident, right? They're confident, and they made all those moves. I think they know it's going to happen eventually.
And if they don't want Tyler Hero, supposedly they don't, with the 4 years, $120 million, they just have to find another team and trade him to him. The question would be, if you're another team that's interested, do you go ahead and make the trade anyway? The Blazers can still trade him and take the best value, which is what I think they're trying to get, the most value for him. Do you roll the dice? I mean, Kawhi Leonard wasn't very happy in Toronto, and all he did was go up there and play great and win a championship. Now, he left after. But if you're another team, and obviously he wants to be with the Heat, but if you're the Sixers or one of these, do you roll the dice and say, once he gets here, he'll probably play hard?
Isn't that every GM's personality? They think they're the one who can convince the guy when he's in house.
I don't want to be there.
Right. Yeah.
Would you do the deal?
I wouldn't.
You would not?
I would not risk it.
Okay.
Because you're mortgaging the future. And if he doesn't want to play, he just sits there.
But then it's drama.
Okay, but it's late October. Okay, you're name a team, whatever, the Boston Celtics.
Right.
All right, you're on TNT against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Is he really not going to play hard?
Is he going to play at all? I think that's the problem. Is he going to be a $45 million?
There's $45 million good reasons he's playing this year.
Why couldn't he just sit and be like, no, this is not where I wanted to go. I'm going to sit right here.
Yeah.
I don't think he do that.
My ankle hurts.
He could try
in the
that.
way the NBA
and players have done that before.
In the way the NBA is, you don't think that could happen?
You really think he'd do that with a team like the Celtics or the Sixers? Like, these are the teams that are trying to get him, like the good teams.
You could pay me $45 million to pretend I have a sprained ankle. So,
I'd rather, like if you had a job offer, right, in Philly or Miami, of course you'd say, I'd rather have the job in Miami and do everything you can to get to Miami, but once you took the job in Philly, you'd probably do the job. No?
Yeah, but that's.
Am I giving him too much credit? Is that what you're telling me?
But that would be in that case. In that scenario, that would be me choosing to go to Philly.
Right. He doesn't have a choice.
He doesn't have a choice. The only thing he can do is tell him where he would like to go. Okay, I want to move on to Tyler Hero for a second, because I think it's just kind of a microcosm of where we are in culture and society. He changes his Twitter handle, apparently, or Twitter bio from Heat Guard to, I think, slow motion, something like this.
Instagram, too.
Instagram. Samantha, is this immature, or is this kind of like hurt feelings? What do you think?
This is how a lot of the players are, right? They want the attention, but they don't want to make it a big scene, right? So they're just like kind of subtle moves. Like, you know what? I'll just change my bio.
Yeah, like,
someone will know.
I saw it. I just want to let you know. I heard the rumors.
Exactly.
I heard the rumors.
So he's splitting the difference.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
It's like, I heard the rumors. We're not going to talk about it, but I'm going to let you know in a subtle way that I know.
Well, he's still getting his 4 years of $120.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what does
What
he
they
have to
do with
complain
him,
about? Yeah. By the way, happy about Jay Rich coming back. I mean, he's Rook 1, Rook 2 thing.
It's fine.
And, yeah.
You know, it's amazing. He played, 1 year for how many teams since he left?
It's been a lot.
It's like 5 teams, 5 years.
Six different teams, 8 seasons.
Yeah, and 8 seasons. Yeah, amazing. But hey, you know what? He knows the culture, and after he talked to Spo, you know, he was happy with it. So, you know, the Heat, the way they run that thing, you know, you have to be a certain type of person, certain type of player, and a certain type of work ethic to play for the Heat. So I'm all for it.
Because
you need him as a depth guy.
You know, every time someone leaves here, it seems like either they go one of two ways. Either their career keeps going on the right trajectory, or they fall off the cliff because they're not in this system in Miami. They seem to get paid and then fade away.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like he has an ego either. So
No.
He knows,
Great guy. Also, by the way, and this is a transition, big soccer fan. And we're going to be talking about soccer and Messi
you're good today,
when
Cunio.
we come back.
Wow.
You like that? Pretty good. Welcome back to Game Changers. We're reportedly a couple weeks away from seeing Inter Miami on the field with Lionel Messi in a pink soccer kit. It's going to happen, it looks like. Obviously, he's saying it is. But I'm wondering, guys, it's a big deal. But who's it a bigger deal for? Is it a bigger deal for Inter Miami, or is it a bigger deal for the MLS that he's here? Samantha?
when you're playing as poorly as Inter Miami, I think anything will help. But when you have someone like Messi, it's definitely going to help. You know, he brings that experience, the leadership. So I think it's definitely going to be a win-win situation.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is for the league.
I
mean, it helps the team, it helps the franchise. Obviously, it's going to help South Florida, our continuing sports greatness that we've had going on here since the Dolphins made the playoffs at the beginning of the year. But this league now, you know, this is, you know, they've done this before. You go back decades ago when Pele came in and played in the NASL, and then David Beckham obviously came over for a little while. Now it's another build-up, and we had, you know, Ray Hudson made the comment that those things will pale in comparison to what Messi does for this league. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like the momentum is now there. So I think it's bigger for the league.
So let me rephrase this again, because I agree. I think it's bigger than the league. Does it matter if Inter Miami wins with him?
For the league?
I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think
for the league,
for Inter Miami, it doesn't. Right. It might matter for Inter Miami, but for the league, it doesn't matter. As long as he's in the building, that's all the league really wants, right? Because we see the way this deal is apparently structured with Apple.
They still got to win, though, don't they?
I don't know.
I think they do.
Why?
Because then it's like, why is he even there? It's like, yes, he's a big star. We know what he can do.
But they're not going to win right out of the bat with him.
They're not? I mean, he should be the best player in the league.
He'll be the best player in the league, but I mean, it's still a team sport. You got to imagine that right out of the gate, those first few games where he's going to spend a couple days down here, hit the pitch with these new guys. I can't imagine they're going to go out there. I mean, maybe
score 3-4 goals. No,
right? I mean, he might.
I'm with you, Samantha. That
he might.
That, you know, if it doesn't work, it's almost like a PR stunt.
Yeah,
he's got to be able to play.
It doesn't feel like that.
Not now, but if he can't play, but I think it's a moot point because he's going to be great now.
Right, but do you almost think that maybe I don't want to say, will he be shy to play as well as he, like, does he kind of chill? Yeah, hold back. Like, is he like, you know what, you know what I can do, but I'll just I don't want to make you guys feel bad.
I hope not.
So I think the pressure is obviously going to come down on him. Obviously, he's going from playing in front of like 80,000 people every day to 18,000 people. That's a big difference. So maybe I think he'll be a little bit more relaxed. He'll probably have some fun with it. But I just think the atmosphere, the scenes, every single gate at every single away city is going to go up. To me, I think this is a bigger deal for the league. Obviously, for Inter Miami, huge deal. Monstrous. But I think when you look at the MLS, there will be two dates in particular where you go, these were league-changing moments. It's when Beckham came, because that kind of made it a legitimate thing, and then when Messi came, and see where the league make those jumps from those transactions. So
I think there's a honeymoon phase for it too.
Right.
Like you say, he comes in, plays a few games, whether they win or not, it's kind of secondary. But I think that's going to end fairly quickly.
They'll bring other players along. I mean, we've seen the reports about Busquets, all these other guys who are going to come. So yes, I think Inter Miami at one day will win, but I think maybe this season it's not a PR stunt, but it's going to be a lot of good PR.
Hey, the Heat won when LeBron walked in. The Panthers won when Matthew Tkachuk walked in.
Yeah, but LeBron had Wade there already.
Well, forget those guys. You ruined my point. I mean, he's always got to mix up the facts.
I know,
Samantha.
he's always
got to
ruin everything. Jeez, Mike.
Always got to ruin everything.
I love that statement.
I mean,
I'm going to make a T-shirt and make him wear it. Always got to ruin everything.
I've known her like 3 months. 3 months.
Well, it's been a rough 90 days for you.
It's been a rough 90
days
days for me. Yes, it has. All right, we're going to try to work out our differences in the break.
Hug it out.
We'll be right back. All right, let's wrap things up on Game Changers. I'd like to have a little bit more fun in this block than the other blocks, even though we're having fun the entire show. Let's talk about the 4th of July party no one here could get into. Unless, hold on, actually, were you working on the 4th, Samantha?
I was not.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know what?
That's right.
I don't want to hear it.
So she may have been there at this big Michael Rubin white 4th of July party. It looked like a lot of fun. There's a lot of celebrities there. Just check it out. Yeah, Jay-Z. Kim Kardashian. Yeah, you have to call some of these people out because I don't know who they are.
Isn't that Trish Kostakis in the back?
Wasn't that Trish? She's not here.
Trish is there.
Oh.
All right, guys, I want to know, who do you think's kind of standing out in the crowd? Who do you think doesn't, I mean.
Well, everybody belongs, no?
Do they?
You don't think there's tiers
there's
like
Leo.
A-list?
I mean, he belongs.
Yeah.
Is Leo too old, though?
I think Ben Affleck's the funny one to me because I'm not sure he was having a good time.
No,
he just kind
not
of.
up as that. Well, it was New York. It wasn't Boston. If it was, at Cape Cod, he would have a great time.
Nice pronunciation
like
on the Cape Cod.
On the Cape, buddy. Nantucket, you know.
Yeah,
Bradley Beal was there. Does he really belong there?
Was Damian Lillard there? At least we got him on the East Coast.
No, he wouldn't go to that party. They invited him, and he said, "No, I refuse to go there. I want to go to the party on South Beach."
You got to pay me $45 million, and it's got to be in the state of Florida.
It's got to be a party
in the state of Florida to happen. I wish I could have gone to that party, but no, here we are.
You didn't draw the invite.
I did not draw the invite. No.
Next year.
Next year.
It's always next year.
Next 4th of July.
You weasel your way into that.
Yeah.
You got some clout.
You've got some clout.
Well, you got to fly me up to Long Island. I mean, I'm not going to.
You can get it.
Are you gonna
Is
fight
there
it?
anywhere where you can't get it? Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you.
The Messi game.
Yeah, I was going to ask, can I get tickets to the Messi game?
I will probably not be there.
Okay.
Well, we don't know when it is officially.
The 21st.
We think.
Watch,
Right.
we'll see him there. We'll see him.
It's next Thursday, right?
We think.
Is it?
Cal?
All right, we're
I'll see you
going to
there.
talk. Yeah, I think you'll be there.
Yeah.
We got work, buddy.
That will be a wild
It's going to be a
crazy,
crazy place to be at.
Good luck, security. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Miami.
God bless everyone.
Good luck, the credential getting desk. Yes. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Game Changers. Thanks to Samantha. Thanks to Steve Goldstein. I'm Mike Cunha. We will catch you next time here on Game Changers.